All right, if you're a contractor, you know the deal. One month, you're totally swamped, and the next, you're staring at the phone, wondering where the next job is going to come from. But what if you could actually change that? What if you had a predictable system for bringing in a steady flow of great leads? Well, that's exactly what we're going to talk about. Today, we're building the blueprint for that system, the sales funnel.
So here's our game plan. First, we're going to nail down that core problem every contractor faces. Then I'll introduce you to the sales funnel, which is our solution. After that, we'll get into the really practical stuff, how to fill your funnel, how to turn those leads into actual clients, and finally, how to tweak the whole system for maximum growth.
So let's kick things off at the very beginning. That painful, all too common struggle of moving away from that stressful feast or famine roller coaster and onto a path of predictable, steady work.
Does this hit close to home? You're a master at your craft. Plumbing, electrical, HVAC, you name it. But finding that consistent stream of clients who actually value your work feels like a constant battle. This isn't just some small challenge, it's the core problem that keeps so many fantastic contracting businesses from really taking off.
But here's the good news. There is a solution. So let's introduce the sales funnel. And listen, this isn't some abstract marketing mumbo-jumbo. It's a real, practical, systematic blueprint for growing your business.
So what is this thing, really? Just think of it like a roadmap. It literally maps out the exact journey a person takes, from the moment they realize they've got a problem, like a flickering light, all the way to the moment they pick up the phone and call your business to get it fixed. It's a system designed to guide people right to your door.
And that journey? It happens in 5 pretty clear stages. It all kicks off with awareness. That's when they first find out you exist. Maybe they saw your truck or found you on Google. From there, they slide into the interest stage where they're poking around your website. Then comes consideration. Now they're serious, comparing you to your competitors. The big goal, of course, is to get them to take action, which means calling you. But here's the kicker. It doesn't end there. The final and maybe most profitable stage is loyalty, turning that one job into a repeat customer who sends all their friends your way. All right, we have the structure of our funnel, but a funnel is totally useless if it's empty, right? So now for the big question. How do we get people into it? Let's talk real practical tactics to attract those ideal customers. This chart really breaks down your 3 main tools for the job. You've got content marketing, which is all about building trust by answering questions. Think a blog post about a failing water heater. Then there's local SEO, which is absolutely critical for catching people who need help right now. And finally, you have paid ads for when you need to reach a super specific group of homeowners fast. They all have a different job, but they work together to fill the top of that funnel.
And speaking of SEO, these are the absolute non-negotiables. Seriously, your Google business profile is basically your new digital storefront. You have to keep it loaded with recent photos and reviews. Make sure your website actually mentions the towns you serve, and for goodness sakes, make sure it's fast and easy to use on a phone. This is how you win the game when someone searches for HVAC repair near me. Okay, so you've done the work. And you've got people visiting your website. They're aware of you. Awesome. But that's only half the battle. Now we've got to turn that initial curiosity into actual paying jobs. This is what we call the nurturing phase.
At this stage in the funnel, the mission is crystal clear. You need to capture their contact information. See, a random website visitor is anonymous, kind of like a ghost. But a name and an email address, that becomes a real lead. That's how you earn permission to actually start a conversation. And your best tool for getting that info is a dedicated landing page. It needs a big, clear headline, some text that talks about solving their problem, not just listing your tools, and one single, super obvious button to click, like get your free quote. And here's the pro tip. Get rid of all the other links on that page. You want them to have one choice and one choice only, giving you their info.
But once you have their information, you can't just go silent. That's where nurturing comes in. It's all about consistently giving them something valuable, some advice, a helpful tip, so you can build trust and make sure that when they're finally ready to pull the trigger and hire someone, your business is the first one they think of.
And the best part about all this, you can put it on autopilot. A simple email sequence like this can do all the heavy lifting for you. It automatically sends a welcome note, shares a helpful article, maybe shows off a great customer review, and then, only then, does it present a clear offer. It's like a perfect, friendly conversation that just runs itself. So, you've built the funnel. It's working. We're done, right? Not quite. A working funnel is good, but an optimized funnel is a genuine profit machine.
So in this last section, let's talk about how to use data to make this entire system even more powerful.
This whole idea has a fancy name, conversion rate optimization, or CRO for short. It sounds technical, I know, but the idea is dead simple. It's the process of making small, smart tweaks to get more customers from the website visitors you already have. It's all about working smarter, not just spending more.
And this really gets to the heart of optimization, A/B testing. Without testing, you're just guessing. You're hoping that headline works, or that button color is the right one. With A/B testing, where you compare one version against another, you know what works. You stop guessing and start using data, which means you stop wasting money, and you're always getting better.
Now, you don't need to be a data scientist. Just focus on these 4 numbers. Your conversion rate tells you how well your website is doing its job. Your cost per lead and customer acquisition cost tell you if your marketing is actually profitable. And that last one, customer lifetime value, well, that's the magic number. It tells you exactly how much you can afford to spend to get a new client and still make a healthy profit. So, what's the real payoff for all this work? When you finally stop guessing and start measuring, when you plug every little leak in your funnel, the results can be absolutely mind-blowing. This isn't just a theory. A properly measured and optimized funnel can deliver a return on your investment that can truly transform your entire business.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to really think about. Right now, is your marketing strategy a leaky bucket where you're just pouring time and money in only to watch potential customers slip through the cracks? Or is it a well-built, intentional funnel designed to guide your absolute ideal clients right to your front door? The choice really is yours.